Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
2nd and 5.
Alert! Alert!
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Here we go, check. Hurt. Warriors, 17. Trap 60. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick-6 to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. We've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A handoff running left is Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Come on. Hey. Unlock line. Hey.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he used his quickness to make a play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion right is Watkins. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room.
Here we go.
Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
2nd and 14. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. 2nd and 3. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. When you talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum, they can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tiger.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Got his open man, it's Carr. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
19.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
60 Eagles. 18, right here. 60 average, 60 back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Check match.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Let's go now. Cardinal. Dragon 60. Deputy Ranger. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to the running game with Swift. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Check match. Top 50. Buffalo 18.
Hurts. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Check that. Street.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. In motion right is Watkins. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hey, pass. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 2nd and 9. Hurts escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattler, 18.
They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Ready? Cut like this!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Swift going to try up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They'll run with Gibson. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Eckler now between the tackles, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, so far this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Come on. Hey.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 10 yards out. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. But now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Pass incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 104 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a first down as well.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. Down to the 22-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Go check.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. On the gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw again. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Ready up.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's go.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a handoff to Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Lions.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. 112 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
19 Tigers. 70. Trap 50.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one over.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now are running the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this,